Let's shave my face with a face oil. Hi everyone, welcome back to my bathroom. You know I'm gonna do a skincare routine, but it's a little bit different because today I'm gonna shave my face, also known as dermaplaning. But what's different about it is that I'm gonna use a face oil to shave my face. And while you might think that's not any different, it's different for me because if you've ever seen me shave my face, I've always done it on dry skin. But I recently posted a video on social media where I shaved my face on dry skin and I showed everybody. And everyone was like, oh my gosh, I've never done it without using an oil. Why would you do it on dry skin? And I thought, why do I do it on dry skin? So here we go. If you're not familiar with dermaplaning, you're essentially shaving your face to get rid of the vellus hair on your face. Vellus hair is the peach fuzz that every single person has on their face. I have very little peach fuzz on my face, so truly what I'm getting from this is exfoliation. So you're removing that peach fuzz and that already makes your skin so much smoother. And then on top of that, you're exfoliating. So you're removing any of that buildup that you might have on your skin. I also find that my products apply better to my skin. They absorb a lot better too. And that's mostly because there isn't any buildup that's stopping the products from penetrating my skin. It's not just, hydrating and moisturizing a top layer of dry crustiness. I also find that my makeup applies better. My skin just looks so much better after I have dermaplaned or shaved my face. And now if you're wondering, okay, what is the difference between dermaplaning and shaving your face? True dermaplaning usually takes place in a dermatologist's office or an esthetician's office, and they use a scalpel to shave your face. So obviously they're getting a little bit closer to your skin and they're getting, a really smooth shave. But you can also achieve this at home by using one of these at-home blades. They're not as sharp, but it's gonna do the trick when you're doing it on a more regular basis, and it's obviously safer for you to use at home. A couple of things to know before you do this. If you have super sensitive skin, I would avoid doing this, or at least just try out a little section first before you go for your full face. The other thing to know is if you have any active acne or pustules or anything that could be irritated by shaving it, you want to avoid it, or at least avoid that area. Like if you've just got one juicy pimple, do not shave the top of that pimple. It is not good. You're essentially then cutting it, right? So don't do that. You always want to make sure you have a nice fresh blade that's super sharp. So I'm going to remove this one. I can't even remember what brand of razor this is, but you can see it comes off really easily. I'm going to toss that. And then it has these refillable cartridges. So I've got a nice fresh blade that has never been used before. That way it doesn't irritate my skin. So I mentioned that I'm gonna be using an oil to shave my face today. Normally I shave my face when my skin is dry. And the reason for that is because whenever your skin is dry, the razor just goes over your skin really easily. Your skin doesn't have that plumpness to it as much. It's truly just dry. So I think it's a little bit easier to get everything off, in my opinion. You're getting off all of the dead skin, you're getting off all the vellus hair, and it happens really quickly. And then you just clean your face and then you do your skincare routine and it's ready to go. To me, adding the oil in seems like you're kind of adding in a whole extra step because I'm not gonna leave this oil on after I shave my face, mostly because I wanna get everything off my skin after I've shaved it. I don't wanna have any potential buildup that's been left there. I'm gonna wipe all of this off. So I guess I've just never really done it because of that, but it makes sense that if you wanna have a little bit more lubrication and make it more silky and smooth, you would use an oil. The reason why I'm going with this one from Farsali, this is their rose gold elixir, is because it has rose hip seed oil, and then it has French plum and kahai oil, but I love rose hip seed oil specifically for the face. It's rich in linoleic acid, which is so good for every skin type. It's even nourishing to skin types that are more oily and even acne prone. And by the way, rose hip seed oil isn't the only oil that's rich in linoleic acid. There are a few. There's jojoba oil, there's grapeseed oil, safflower seed oil. There are a few out there that are rich in linoleic acid that you can find, and they're all just so good for every skin type. So let's go ahead and do this. So I want to point out, this is really, really important. I just washed my face. So it is super, super clean. I did put on a hydrating serum before I start this video because I didn't want my skin to feel super dry and tight, especially knowing that I'm putting an oil on right now. So make sure, first and foremost, your skin must be clean. It must be clean. So I'm gonna go in with the oil on my very clean skin. I'm probably gonna use more oil than I normally would because usually I just put a few drops of oil on my skin, and I am doing that normally on on my skin when I already have a moisturizer on, just to like top it. In this case, I am putting it on to give my skin some slide. It smells super pretty too, by the way. It has a beautiful scent. So my skin is ready to go. I almost wanted to just like massage this in, but I guess I don't really want it to be completely absorbed into my skin. I want to have that slip. It's so weird for me to see this much oil on my face because I usually just don't do this unless I'm massaging or something. I always keep a nice clean. Clean is truly one of the most important words today when you're doing something like this. A nice clean washcloth. That way I can just wipe the blade. And then after this, I'm also going to be wiping off this oil very gently. Key. Okay, so this was the other reason why I find it hard to use an oil. You're going to want to pull your skin taut, but I find that to be really hard with the oil, and I hadn't even thought about that. So that's another reason to potentially do it on dry skin, because this is really hard to do. Okay, so I'm going to make really funny faces instead to make my skin a little bit more taut. But you don't want the razor to get caught on your skin and then cut yourself or cause irritation or something. So you want to make it as smooth as possible. So you're gonna see me doing this a lot. Usually I'd be using my hand, but it's too slippery. Just gonna go in a downward motion. Let me get a little closer for you guys. You're not just going in like long swoops. You're going down very gently. So look at that. I normally shave like once every month. Sometimes more, sometimes less, but the oil definitely makes it build up in a more satisfying way. Look at that. Ooh. Okay, so I'm gonna wipe that really quick. You wanna see that? Can you see it? Can't really see anything, but gonna wipe it. Again, this is why you want a nice, fresh, clean cloth. And then I'm gonna just keep going. I nicked myself. I've never done that before in all the years. I've never nicked myself. Well, that is something that can happen. You could nick yourself. Again, this is why you want to have clean skin. I have never done that. I look like my husband when he shaves his face in the morning. Okay, so I'm already voting that I don't like the oil on my face. I love this oil, not blaming the oil, blaming oil, because I can't hold my skin. First time I've ever nicked my face. We're gonna move on to this cheek, and then I will come back and finish that other side. Now I know I gotta be extra careful. Now I feel like I need to do it into the mirror, not into a phone. All right, I finished this whole section right here. I decided to do it into the mirror because I got a little bit nervous after nicking my face, because that is not what you want to do. That is like not accomplishing the goal. I'm just gonna do this area really quick and show you. I go like this, even when I have dry skin, but you're just gonna go, I do. By the way, shave my mustache area. I don't find that my mustache grows back any thicker. It is a myth that your hair grows back thicker after you shave it. A lot of the time what you're doing is you're shaving your hair right at its thickest point. So when it starts to grow back out, it just seems like it's thicker and darker. It's just because you didn't get it where it was like tapered at the very end. You got it right where it was at its thickest. I have seen people comment before saying that like shaving has changed the direction of their hair growth and all of that. I can't comment on that. I've never experienced it, so I don't know. So I'm gonna go and go. Same here. It doesn't look as satisfying with the oil. You're not getting like this fuzz that just pops out. I do my nose. I usually go like this and just very gently go down, just for those blackheads. You're not gonna get into every crevice, and don't try to be perfect because you might end up nicking your skin the way I just did. I can't get over it. I'm like shocked I did that. All right, so I'm assessing this. It's a true little cut. Look at that. I didn't just nick myself, I like really cut it. Anyway, I'm gonna finish up this side. Now I can actually grip, so. All right, this part of my face has been shaved. So now I just got to go up in here. Again, be really careful. I'm obviously like way more paranoid now. Okay, so my skin is all done. I'm going to wipe the rest of this off again because I want my face to be clean. So I'll be right back. I'm gonna go toss this because now it is officially used. And by the way, I just took that clean washcloth, I wet it, obviously squeezed out the water, and then I'm just using the side that I didn't use to wipe the razor. I'm just using that to just gently pat down my skin. So I'm not like roughly removing this oil. I'm just kind of patting it down like this. All right, I pretty much removed the oil. You know, if you've got like a little bit left, it's not a huge deal. I'm gonna go in with hypochlorous acid. This is a perfect moment to use something like this. It's great for people who have reactive skin. It's antibacterial, antimicrobial. It's also just really soothing for the skin. It's essentially like spraying bleach on your skin, but in a good way. Okay, this one's from Prequel. It's my favorite one out there. It's really affordable. I really just love the way it sprays. It's nice and soothing. I love using hypochlorous acid, especially after I work out, like right after the gym, when I'm not like going directly into the shower, especially, I spray this on. It helps you to just not break out. It is so nice. But I especially think it's great for post-shave. And when you cut yourself like this, I still can't get over this. I guess it was bound to happen to me someday that I was gonna nick my skin. I'm gonna let that dry down for just a second, and then I'm gonna go in with an LED mask. This one is from Cure. I've just started using this one. It's a little bit funnier looking to me. I usually use the one from Current Body, mostly because they gave me a lot of studies and everything that just show how well it works. I've been curious about this one from Cure because not only does it fit your face a little bit tighter, but you're supposed to get the same benefits after using it for 3 minutes. And they also have blue light, which I don't tend to use. I'm really just all about the red light. LED therapy is really great every single day, but it's also especially great after shaving, after nicking yourself, anything like that, because it also helps to fight bacteria. But I personally think this is just a good opportunity while your skin is nice and fresh and clean to get your red light therapy in. So I've been using this one. It's only 3 minutes. I'll say, I like that it's only 3 minutes. I like that it fits closer to the face, but I don't get that same just like relaxed benefit I get from using the Current Body one for 10 minutes. So I don't know what that is, because if you're getting the same benefits from using it for only 3 minutes, shouldn't I also be getting that benefit of that relaxation that LED therapy gives me? I don't know, but we'll see. I'm gonna put this on now. My skin is dry and hot. There you go. So it is on. I'm gonna wear it for the 3 minutes. I gotta tighten it back here. I haven't put this on right, but it's only for 3 minutes, so. Isn't that hot? Don't I look so good? Anyway, I'll be back in 3 minutes, okay? All right, mask is off. Every mask leaves some kind of mark, just so you know. I have not found a mask that doesn't leave some kind of mark. This one, because I've got the little eye protectors on, so I can like keep my eyes open, because I like to read my phone and all that stuff when I'm wearing one of these masks. So when I'm responding to your DMs, imagine me wearing something like this. This one leaves like the marks right here. It goes away. The Current Body one leaves the mark like right here on my nose. So they all do it. They all do it. It's not a big deal. All right, so normally after I shave my face or dermaplane my face, I will use an exfoliating toner. But because of this and because I use the oil and everything, we're going a different route. We're just sticking with hydrating and plumping the skin. So I'm gonna go in with this product. It's from Shani Darden. It's the Moisture Boost Plumping Serum. It's just a hydrating serum, and I really like it. It is so nice and juicy and just feels good on the skin. So super soothing. Feels good. Isn't gonna irritate anything. Gonna bring that down to the neck. You guys know, if I weren't on camera, I'd be like whoosh, all over my chest too. Gotta get the girls. Next up, one of my favorite serums from my own brand, Naturium. This is our multi-peptide advanced serum. It's just so good. I could bathe in this. We're definitely working on a jumbo size, because I see everybody asking for it, but I also just really want it for myself. I want a jumbo size because I go through so many bottles of this. It has, I don't know why I'm looking at the label like I don't know, but this has encapsulated copper peptides in it. It has arginine amplified, another form of peptides, and then it has hydrolyzed collagen in it, which won't replace lost collagen. Sorry to tell you guys this, but it's an amazing humectant. It gives your skin that lifted, plump look. There's also encapsulated ferulic acid in here, so you get the antioxidant benefits. It is so, so good. And you don't have to worry what you're using it with, because those ingredients that are a little bit less stable, like the copper peptides and the ferulic acid, well, they're encapsulated. So they're gonna remain stable. Even if you're using something like hypochlorous acid, it doesn't even matter because these ingredients are encapsulated. And encapsulation just helps keep it all stable and helps it penetrate your skin better. So. And then last, moisturizer. I'm a dry skin girly, so you know I like a nice rich moisturizer. This one is from Skin Rocks. It is the rich moisturizer. It's a face cream. There is a fragrance-free version and a fragranced version. It's by Caroline Hirons. If you know, you know. I've been using it, so I'm gonna use a dollop here, put it all over my skin because I really just wanna lock everything in. I wish you guys could feel my skin because it is so nice and smooth. It is really, really nice. There are so many benefits to shaving your face as long as you don't nick yourself and you're using a nice new blade that's not dull. It is such a nice feeling. Let me, by the way, get to the verdict. What I think between shaving your dry face versus shaving an oil face. And I will say I'm by far more into shaving my skin dry. It is so much easier. I have never nicked myself. You have more control of your skin, of your face, which is important to me. It's just a faster process because I shave my face, wash my face really quick, and then go in with my skincare routine. And it just seems like it's faster to me. But maybe it's because this was the first time I was doing this, but I also just like to have that control where I can go like this to my skin while I'm shaving it much easier. So that was shaving my face with oil. What do you guys think? Do you shave your faces first off? And if you shave your face, do you use oil or do you go in with dry skin the way I normally do it? I'd love to hear what you guys think. I'm gonna go to bed. I'm so sad about that. I'll get over it. It's a little one.